The Association for the Blind is a private nonprofit organization. We've been around since 1918, and currently we serve 4 counties in northeastern Pennsylvania with programs directed toward preventing blindness, such as preschool vision screening and screening for glaucoma at senior centers, along with education programs. We also provide services to more than 700 legally blind individuals in our area.
My name is Amy Turak, and this is my daughter Ella, and we're from Nanticoke. She attends a daycare, Big Daddy's in Nanticoke, and the staff had some permission slips to have the Blind Association come in and do an eye exam. We had to sign a permission form. The association came in, they gave her her exam, and the paperwork that came back stating that there may be a problem with her eyesight. We did take her to Dr. Evans in Nanticoke, and we got her an exam, and she did have some issues with her eyesight. The doctor put her glasses on. She had the biggest smile on her face, and her first comment was, "Dr. Evans, your head's so big." She can actually see clear now. It's just amazing how now she can see everything clear. Her attention span is better now, doing letters and reading books to her. We actually have to take her glasses off her at night, or she would sleep with them. I do want to thank the Blind Association, because if it wasn't for them coming in, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. She wouldn't be able to see clearly as I thought she did in the past. It's just amazing, and the awareness now that I have, and now I promote it. Are you happy you got your glasses? Can you see better now?
I'm Josephine Ferner. I'm from Wyoming. I have macular degeneration, and it progressed more rapidly because of a near stroke. I could see, but not to read right. Couldn't drive anymore. And when I went to Dr. Core, he sent me to Dr. Guilford, who declared me legally blind, and said that I could use one of the magnifiers, which he said I would get through the Blind Association. They gave me a phone with large numbers, because I kept dialing the wrong number of a small phone, and also many things that were useful. The talking clock, because I couldn't see the clock, they would just press the button and tell you the time, and I could go on forever. There's so many things that are helpful, but I'm so grateful to them for teaching me that I could be on my own, not to worry that I didn't have to go into a nursing home because of it. People were so friendly. I looked around and I'm thinking, well, I'm not alone. Thank you, Lord. I'm not alone.
Lyndon Beach from Kingston, Pennsylvania. I was born with congenital cataracts. Me, 2 brothers, and a cousin. The condition runs in the family. It affects the boys, but the females carry it. I've lost all peripheral vision, no side vision, and just straight ahead vision is 20/400, which allows me, I can see good enough to get around good in daytime, but at nighttime it gets kind of dark and gets difficult after a while. The Blind Association, I come to know them through a sight loss support group that they helped facilitate. They started in 1989. They do a great job, helping out, people not only socially that way, but as supplying visual aids, either to help to read close up, or as I have a telescope that they gave me to help me see the street signs and street lights to help cross the streets. If you hit the lottery, you could always donate to the Blind Association, because the more donations they get, they're able to provide more services.
My name is Stephanie Piazza, and I'm from Kingston, Pennsylvania. I've been a diabetic since I was about 3 years old, so that's about a good 27 years. And unfortunately, having diabetes that long, I had developed diabetic retinopathy a few years ago, and I had lost complete vision in my left eye in about 2004. And unfortunately, about a year and a half ago, the same problem started in my right eye. And after several retina surgeries and very evasive trial and error things, I pretty much lost all my vision in my right eye. The Blind Association has helped me definitely in every aspect of my journey with losing my vision. From the time I first called them and explained my situation to where I am today, a year and a half later, they've been there with not just the, rides to appointments or the escorted service that I may need, but really explaining things. They had sent rehabilitation therapy to teach me how to walk, navigate my apartment, navigate outside, feel for chairs, feel where things are, safety in my house, not just in the kitchen, but everyday things that you take for granted. I was in a dark place. I was very upset and worried about all the things that were taken away from me and felt like I wouldn't be socially part of the world anymore. I think without having the help of the Blind Association behind me, I don't think I would be as positive and as strong as I was to get through the journey that I've had.
My name is Mary Alice Traynor, and I live in Dallas, Pennsylvania. And this is my daughter, and you can introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Traynor. I live in Dallas, Pennsylvania.
My first involvement with the Blind Association was way back when Caitlin was a baby and was first diagnosed as being blind. This is the first resource that I called, not knowing whom to call for help. And although it was a little early at that time to get direct help from this agency, the director of the agency did help me get started, and believe me, it was like a lifesaver and helped point me in the right direction. Campsite is a wonderful experience for blind children or visually impaired children. There are all grades of blindness within the camp, and the kids who can see better assist the children like Caitlin who are totally blind. It's a wonderful experience from that perspective. As a parent, I can see, how happy Caitlin is. And through all the activities that she has at camp, she has wonderful experiences, comes home and tells us about things that she learned, skills that they need to refocus on, and also it's just a lot of fun.
The Association for the Blind is a private nonprofit organization. We're not a government entity, and over 80% of our annual revenue comes from our community, from people like you. We hope that you would consider joining us to continue our services for future generations by remembering the Association for the Blind in your will, or by donating your time to help us continue to provide services that are valuably needed in our communities. With your partnership, we can ensure vision forever.